Hello, everybody. I must say I have to thank all of you to make such, would say, great showing here, and also to really make it such a great experience for me personally, because it's the first time that I here as a counselor. And even more so, I have now the great privilege to introduce a young leader to you who was born in a small landlocked village in China, and who is very passionate about corporate social responsibility and, I think it's very important, inclusion, who transformed an employee volunteering group and expanded that across China for his company, who is a winner of the Thomson Reuters Community Champion Award in 2014 and who was Volunteer of the Year in 2013. And he works with NGOs to develop education in finance and financial topics, sustainability and social innovation. He wants to help to create a positive change in his company, in his organization, and in the community he lives in. And he also wants to make a change and support his company from a regional perspective and brings his ideas into the global organization. For him, developing social responsibility and responsible business is not just a nice to have. For him, it's the one for the long-term value-based growth of his company and in the world. Please join me to welcome Justin Fan.
Thank you, Robert. Hi, everybody. It's a great honor to be here. I'm Justin Fan from Beijing, China. The UN calls 2016 as the year of green finance. In response, China has said it is aiming to develop its economy sustainably. Recent history shows global leaders need to do more with their responsibilities in transforming their nations and companies to meet the demands of sustainability development goals. Should young people just stand by and wait and see what they do? The answer is no. That is why I and my peers at Thomson Reuters are working with senior business leaders to develop a green agenda for policymakers and large companies in China. The first phase is to create an employee resource group for your business. 5 years ago, I initiated a green-themed volunteer group in China. And I recruited a few young professionals who valued sustainability to form the core team. Over the years, we've been driving all kinds of sustainability efforts in the local community. For instance, running an education and recycling campaign with a social enterprise backed by the World Bank. This year, we decided to do more, to look at the role of finance in helping to drive business towards achieving social good in the local community and the wider society. The second phase is to drive product and social innovation. The employee volunteer group teamed up with experts to champion social innovation. I am getting support from senior management, and we are running competitions and workshops to encourage 1,000 employees in China to develop forms of socially responsible business by developing new products or services which can be used by corporates to evaluate their environmental, social, and governance impact whilst improving their performance in finance and sustainable business. The third phase is to leverage global and local partnerships. We researched the resources needed across Thomson Reuters to implement the new ideas, and we approached the CEO office and the China leadership team, presenting them with our vision and our plans in order to gain their support. We are also working with external business leaders, Chinese politicians, and think tanks to develop a green finance framework for business which will also benefit society. To date, we have 5 corporate partners, 7 NGOs and the think tanks working with us to negotiate with government officials to evaluate how corporate data can be used more efficiently to achieve the aims and what the data standards should be. A goal is to encourage the transparency by putting in a set of financial regulations for more than 3,000 companies listed on China Stock Exchange to report not just on financial results, but also on their environmental and social impact. This is a more common practice in Western society, but it is not in China yet, and will help Chinese business to move towards a more sustainable business model. Through these 3 processes, employee resource group, innovation, leveraging partnerships, young employees are raising awareness of the value of sustainable business, are educating themselves and the other stakeholders on how, in the future, global business should be committed corporate citizens. We should drive innovation-enabled business to make social impact. We are seriously beginning to fully engage the community and the environment as our key stakeholders for global business. Who do you think should play the biggest role in making global business go green? Government? Business leaders? No. Young global leaders like us. Thank you.